D-A-day, D-E-D, D-I-dicky-di, D-O-do, dicky-di-do, D-U-do, dicky-di-do-do. F-A-F-A, F-B-B, F-I-Ficky-Fi, F-O-Fo, Ficky-Fi-Fo, F-U-Foo, Ficky-Fi-Fo-Foo. G-A-J, G-E-G, G-I-Jicky-Jai, G-O-Jo, Jicky-Jai-Jo, G-U-Ju, Jicky-Jai-Jo-Ju, la-da-da-da.
I'm going to be talking about the ablative time and the accusative of time. Your book already has taught you about the ablative of time, but it's probably worthwhile reviewing it, and that's what we're going to do before we move on to a new topic, the accusative of time, which is introduced in the grammar for 3A. Latin has very simple ways to indicate when and how long an action takes place. It's far more simple than English. In English, if you're learning to speak English, you have to learn all these weird sorts of rules. Like we say at noon, but in February. Why not at February and in noon? No particular reason. Or on Monday. Why not in Monday? You have to learn all these random rules. Latin does it very simply. In Latin, you can use the ablative of time to indicate when an action occurs. To give an example, hoc tempore means at this time. Illa hora means at that hour. Okay? Decimo anno means in the 10th year. In addition, the ablative of time can also tell the period of time within which something occurs. Okay? So also within what period of time it occurs. We have tribus diebus. Tribus is the ablative of the word that means 3 in Latin. Tribus diebus means within 3 days. Decem annis. Decem doesn't decline. It just always looks the same, so it doesn't decline. But annis is the ablative, so this means in 10 years. In 10 years. Or within 10 years, I probably should say. Within 10 years. Now, let's move on to the accusative of time. The accusative of time tells how long an action occurs. In English, we often express that with the preposition for. Like, I could say, oh, I slept 12 hours, or I could say, I slept for 12 hours. It means pretty much the same thing. I myself tend to use for, usually, with this expression, but you don't have to. For is not mandatory. In any case, Latin expresses the length of time that an action occurs with the accusative case. So septem annos means 7 years or for 7 years, in the sense of, we traveled for 7 years, okay? Tells how long the action goes on. Not when it occurs, but how long it goes on. Multas horas means many hours, or for many hours, okay? Like, we slept for many hours, or we slept many hours, okay? So it tells how long the action occurs. By the way, sometimes the Latin accusative time occurs with the preposition per, which means through. Per septem annos means really the exact same thing as septem annos for 7 years. Per multis horas, that should be horas, sorry about that should be horas. Per multis horas means for many hours. So let's go to the facts you need to know for the quiz. The ablative time tells when or within what time an action occurs. The accusative time tells how long that action went on. Okay? That's what you need to know for the quiz. And that's the end. Thank you very much.
D-A-day, D-E-D, D-I-dicky-di, D-O-do, dicky-di-do, D-U-do, dicky-di-do-do. F-A-F-A, F-B-B, F-I-Ficky-Fi, F-O-Fo, Ficky-Fi-Fo, F-U-Foo, Ficky-Fi-Fo-Foo. G-A-J, G-E-G, G-I-Jicky-Jai, G-O-Jo, Jicky-Jai-Jo, G-U-Ju, Jicky-Jai-Jo-Ju,